Good morning, class 8. As we reached at the second module of chapter number 2, history, company rule expand from trade to territory. As you all know about the expansion of company rule and the end of Mughal Empire, now today we studied about East India Company, a company from Britain, merchandiles, those came for the trade, and due to the Indians' personal clashes, divide and rule theory implemented by them, still it is implemented in the different parts. That was and ratification. What we learned with the modern education system, which was generated by Lord Macaulay, it was a gift from the British side. Otherwise, in India, Gurukul system was there, where the oral transmission of the knowledge was there. That's why we created Swami Vivekananda. After that, the system collapsed. Till date, we are not having any Swami Vivekananda. So this was the gift from East India Company. Now, East India Company came from East. East India Company in 16th century acquired a charter from the ruler of England, Queen Elizabeth I, granting the company solo right to trade with the East. Solo right to trade with the East. And what is their prime motive? That was that they have to purchase the thing at the cheapest price and sold the things at the highest price. To gift Afim, the production of Afim is also the gift from the Britishers. They want a commodity to exchange for tea. They have to purchase the tea from China. And for that commodity, they required one more thing to exchange it. So they pressurized Indians to grow Afim. And you know the harmful effect of Afim. So the mentality was that, Britishers' mentality was that they have to capture the authoritative powers of Indians. As we all are busy in our personal clashes. So they had the opportunity and they captured the power, wholesale power captured by them. They purchase the thing at the cheapest cost and sell the thing at the highest price. Similarly, they established their companies. Hooghly was the first place where they settled down. It was in Bengal. So East India Company start their trading from Bengal. And you know the real condition right now, after 200 years. So that was happened because we Indians were busy in our personal fights. Okay, remember this thing. Then company trade led the battles. Why? What was the reason behind that? All the companies came from outside. Although it was Portuguese, French, English, whosoever, they all were interested in buying the same thing. The fine quality of cotton. As you know that the Queen Elizabeth also liked the Indian cotton, and in first chapter number 1 we studied about that Indian cotton was flooded in the East India Company's market, and it was in Britain also. It was liked by everyone. So they find out a new procedure to decline Indian cottage industries. They introduced meal-made clothes, then silk, gloves, turban, and other things were in great demand. These things were in great demand. So all one struggle for all these things. Okay. All companies want these things to purchase at the cheapest cost. But what happened when the same, for example, A and B, both company want to take silk. And both want to purchase at the cost of 80 paisa. So it led the conflict between A and B company, and they pressurized the farmers to sell their product to them. So this led the battle between British companies and French companies. So our today's topic is only this one, which we discussed. The East India Company came from East, and in 16th century acquired a charter from the English Queen Elizabeth I. Remember Queen Elizabeth I charter granting the sole right for what? For trade with the East. So this was our learning part, and all companies interested in buying same things from here to here. They were in great demand, and it led the conflict. Thank you.